If we follow Jesus, we are guaranteed a dwelling place. There was a lady named Ruth that in her old age became ill, and her children gathered around her to say goodbye. Ruth prayed very earnestly to prepare her soul for the passing from this life. But in a few days, she recovered and was allowed to go home. As she had laid on what she thought was her deathbed, she meditated on Jesus' words from today's gospel. Now that she has recovered, she says, God must not have my place in heaven ready for me yet. Now, we may not be able to testify that what she said was true, but it is a story that allows us to meditate on today's words. In the gospel, Jesus tells us, in my Father's house there are many dwelling places. If not, would I have told you that I am going to prepare a place for you? Jesus said these words to his disciples as they had troubled hearts, and as yet they did not understand all that he was telling them. Thomas even asked him how they would know the way, and Jesus tells them, I am the way and the truth and the life. You and I can learn a few things from Thomas and Ruth. Thomas helps us to understand that we will not always have all the answers to our questions. And even in our faith, at times, we may have doubts. Ruth helps us to understand that prayer is a vital part of our relationship with God. Prayer can resolve our doubts. We may have, as we see Ruth has, no doubts. She understood and believed what Jesus said and was looking forward to enter into the place that he had prepared for her. Jesus has prepared a place for Thomas, for Ruth, for you and I, and for all who follow him. The question is, do we believe that he has a place for us? Do we trust him enough to believe him? May we in our prayer ask for the understanding of Jesus' words today. And may the mercy and grace of God bring us to that place when our time comes to leave this world, to spend eternity with him.